Good evening. It is 9 o'clock. Kind of been a busy day for me today. I took the two little kids to Jurassic Tour. I was a little disappointed. I mean, the kids had fun, but I don't know. There was also a Jurassic Quest that I've taken the kids to before, and Jurassic Quest's a lot better than Jurassic Tour, in case anybody ever comes across those events and kind of wonders what the difference is in the two. So tonight I'm going to talk to you about the AirMoji. It's for some of you who have already watched the video on the Moji Mini. Some of this might be a little bit of a repeat because I want to make sure to cover everything for the AirMoji. And it is similar to the Moji Mini. So there might be a few things that you might see that's just a little repetitive if you've seen the other video. Hi Laura, hi Mercedes. So the AirMoji comes in again in the cylinder cardboard, just like the Moji Mini, only it's quite a bit bigger. So once you open it, I picked the black one tonight. There's also a white one. So when you open it up, it's got a little bottom on it. So I'm going to set this AirMoji to the side for the moment. Also included in your box, we shake it down here, there is a charge cord with the adapter to plug into the wall. Just the USB port on it. And then there is easy, simple start here instructions on what to do. Kind of just folds out. Just a little bitty thing. Not a whole lot to it. That's one of the things that I love about this. It's not very complicated, very easy to do, easy to set up. Now, when you first get your AirMoji, I think I've opened like 4 of them already, and they do come with about 85% battery life from the manufacturer. At least the 4 that I got did. So just pull it out of the sleeve. So before I turn this on, I'm just going to kind of show you. I think my lighting's a little off. Sorry about that. So inside, it's got this little fan in here, and that's what is different than the Moji Mini, is this one has a fan that's going to actually blow the fragrance out. So there's one button on it, so easy peasy. When you push it one time, the AirMoji is going to run continuously. If you push it a second time, it's going to run 60 minutes on, 60 minutes off. The third time, we'll actually connect it to set up with an app on your phone. On your phone, you can make different settings. It's got 7 days of the week, so you can change it if you are expecting company on a different day, want it to have a little more fragrance than your other days. You can sure set that up. On the app, you can set it for 10 on, 60 off, or 20 on, 60 off, 30 on, 60 off, or 60 on, 60 off. I think I just lost myself on that. So as far as safety with kids, this is another big reason why I like the Moji so much, is because the safety with kids. So if and I forgot to tell you, so to turn it off, you just hold the button down. I think it's about 3 seconds, and then it shuts off. So I'm going to turn this back on continuous. I want to show you something. So if your child gets a hold of this, you know, like wax warmers, obviously your child's going to get burned, your carpet's going to get colored. It's a big mess, big nightmare, especially for moms with little kids. So this, you know, we've got this fan that's running in here. So one thing I want to show you is if your child gets a hold of this, gets everything taken apart, and happens to stick their finger, you gotta see where the hole is, happens to stick their finger in here. I don't know how well you're gonna see this on the camera. Fan stops. Finger comes out, restarts back up. Does not hurt at all. Not one little bit. So I'm gonna show you that again. It's running. See if I can get close enough you can see it. Stick my finger in it. Fan stops. Pull the finger out, and it starts running again. So, like the Moji Mini, you want to get a fragrance pod. Now I was going to count these to find out how many different scents there are. I know there's at least 30 of them. There's probably more than that, especially with July here. We've got blue is new for this month, and then there was 2 other limited editions that were out, the lime and the coconut and white sands. So tonight I grabbed Summer Vacation. So the pods are a biodegradable wood recyclable pod inside this plastic. So you want to peel off the foil on top, and there's your inside fragrance, and then you peel off the bottom. So now both sides are open where air can flow through there. I just saw Tina's comment. There is a little bit of a delay on the comments. So if you ask a question and I don't get to you right away, that's why. There's just a little bit of a delay. So be patient, and I'm trying to multitask here. So anyways, on the AirMoji, you're just going to slip your fragrance pod in. That one slipped in pretty easy. Now, one thing I pointed out on the other video, if this doesn't go in easily, it might mean that you've got a little plastic from the covers on it, and you just peel that right off. And then it'll slide down in there. So I also want to point out again, another reason why this is safe for kids and for pets is this coil, or this little fragrance pod here, is non-toxic. See, I just pulled that out with my bare fingers. It is an irritant if you hold on to it for too long, but it is non-toxic. So if your kids get a hold of it, pet gets a hold of it, not a big deal. I'm just going to wash my hands after I'm done with this. So you put your fragrance pot in, snap the top on, and turn it on, and you're good to go. This one smells really good. Like peaches and something else is what it smelled like. But so the other thing with this live tonight, I was asked if I could show off some of the home decor pieces. There are several things out there. I only actually have 3 on hand right now. So if you're wanting something to match like your house, however you have it set up, or what type of theme you have, there's different things you can get to cover these. One that I have here, this one is called the Luna. It's like a hexagonal, this one's gray. I think there's a Luna blue too, or blue Luna. And it's just a ceramic thing that the AirMoji slips down inside of it on this one. Now there is also a nifty little hole here that you can use to actually plug your AirMoji in, either to charge it or while it's running to keep it plugged in. I also have the Noah. I really like this one with the ropes. Now this one, it also has a groove down here, so you can plug it in while the Noah's on. I'm not quite sure what these 3 little vents are for, but it does have the groove for the cord if you want to. Now the main difference between the Noah and the Luna is this one actually slides on top of your AirMoji, where the other one, you stuck the AirMoji down in. I'm not sure which I like better yet. I think it's probably 6 of one, half a dozen the other. The other home decor I have is a really simple one. It's called the Mason. It's just a simple little ring to add a little color to kind of match. If like this kind of reminds me of kitchen countertops. So maybe if you've got one in the kitchen, you want to match your counter with it. It's just a simple little ring here. Still has a groove too, where you can sit that down, where the plug can go right into the hole, and it still sits on your thing. Now, one thing I will tell you, I have a tendency to find different ways to use things. So actually on this Luna, because I don't typically, because I have 4 of these. Well, now I just opened a 5th one. I don't always use things the way they were intended, but it still works. So on this Luna, how I have it set up in my living room, where this hole is, I actually put the AirMoji in backwards so that I can see the blue light. The reason I do that is so then I know for sure when the battery has run dead. Now I'm hoping to, if I can figure out how exactly to record and show you stuff on my phone at the same time, I'm going to do a separate video on the actual app that you can download on your phone for the AirMoji. It will tell you what your battery life is in percentages like your cell phone does. Let's see, what else did I want to show you? If anybody has any questions, feel free to pop them up, because it's going to take me, there's that delay, so it'll take me a little bit to answer. So with the fragrance pods, if you're like me, you don't always necessarily want to smell the same fragrance for a long period of time, because each one of these pods is going to last you 2 to 4 weeks. It depends on your airflow, how often you're using it, if you have it on continuously or you have it on and off, or what have you. So there's also these cute little blue baggies that you can get. So if you want to change your scent out, you just put it down in the blue baggie, zip it up, and then it's ready for the next time you want that scent back in. There's also some lids. I actually have a stack of different ones so I can swap them out. So these lids will stack all of them together. You just pop it on the top. Oh, I must have a little piece of plastic on that one. There it goes. And then just seal the lid like there, kind of like Tupperware. And then it'll stay fresh for the next time you use it. Yes, Alora, the luscious grape that I have in my car still is smelling.